So any rules or rights or the justice, you can say, given to each individuals for their dignity is what is Constitution all about. These are guaranteed by the Government of India. It consists of integral parts of Constitution and universal in nature. That means it is applicable to each and every citizens of the country. What are fundamental rights? The fundamental rights are defined as basic human freedom that every Indian citizen has the right to enjoy for a property and harmonious development of personality. So the first important thing here is the individual should get the right to enjoy his own dignity, his own development of personality. Second is these rights are universally applicable to all the citizens of different ages, of different religions, of different places, irrespective of race, place of birth, religion, caste, or even gender. Part 3 of the Indian Constitution from Article 12 to 32 contains fundamental rights. What are fundamental rights? Fundamental rights guarantee civil liberties such that all Indians can lead their lives in peace and harmony as the citizen of India. These rights are fundamental because of two reasons. These are mentioned in Constitution which guarantees them. Second reason is these are justiciable. That means it can be enforced through courts. Any guilty of non-compliance or non-following of such fundamental rights will be punishable as per Indian Penal Code. The Part 3 of Constitution of India gives a detailed description on Charter of Rights called Fundamental Rights. Rights and duties. Rights are defined as basic human freedom which every Indian citizen has the right to enjoy for a proper and harmonious development of personality as told before. These rights universally apply to all citizens, as we have discussed this earlier also, to all the irrespective of religion, caste, to everyone. Fundamental rights in India. There are fundamental rights which are documented by Constitution of India under following parts. Right to equality, that comes under Article 14 to 18, right to freedom under Article 19 to 22, right against exploitation, Article 23 to 24, right to freedom of religion, Article 25 to 28, cultural and educational rights, Article 29 to 30, and rights to constitutional remedies, Article 32. There is something called right to properties also at the end of the fundamental rights of citizens. First one, right to equality. Foremost among the fundamental rights guaranteed by the Constitution of India is the right to equality. Article 14 to 18 state that and elaborate the right to equality in India. Article 14 says equality between law and equal protection of laws for everyone. Article 15 says prohibition of discrimination on grounds of race, religion, caste, sex, place of birth. Article 16 says equality of opportunity to men and female, lower and higher caste in matters of public employment. Article 17 says end of untouchability of scheduled caste, tribe or other backward class with the general merit category of people or Brahmins, the higher class of society. Article 18 says abolition of the titles, military and academic distinctions are however exempted here. So there is no particular title given here for any place of the people. That is stated in right to equality. Equality between or before laws and equal protection of laws, Article 14. Equality before law ensures that every citizen shall be likewise protected by the law of the country. The state will not distinguish any of the Indian citizens on basis of the gender, caste, creed, religion or even the place of birth. Equality before the law implies that all are equal in eyes of law and all will be tried by same law and will be given the same punishment for the same type of crime. The Constitution stipulates some exceptions here. The President of India or the Governor of the state is not answerable to any court for his official actions in this connection. President or Governor is not subject to any criminal prosecution during the term of office. Civil suits claiming relief for the personal actions cannot be brought against the President or a Governor when in office. Equal protection of laws. It implies equality of treatment in equal circumstances both in privileges conferred and liabilities imposed. So all the person must be treated alike on reasonable classification. This allows the Parliament to classify person for the purpose of taxation, and classification should be reasonable based on the incomes. The state may also have some exceptions like equal protection which ensures equal treatment in equal circumstances, differing treatment in differing circumstances. Now, like cases like Mary Chandra Shekhar Rao versus the Dean Sheth GS Medical College is an equality to protection of laws. Sub-equality and equal access to public areas. The state shall not discriminate against any citizen on ground of religion, race, caste, sex, place, birth or any of them. For example, the temple areas is not prohibited for any caste. No citizen shall on a ground of religion, race, caste, sex or place of birth or any of them be subject to disability, liability restrictions or conditions with regard to access to any shops, public restaurant, hotels, places of public entertainment. So everywhere, every person is open for. The use of the well, tank, bathing ghats, roads, places of public resorts are also maintained only partly out of the state funds and is also dedicated to everyone to use it in general. Nothing in article shall be preventing the state from making any special provision for women and children. The state can make special provisions for advancement of any socially, educationally backward classes of citizens for the scheduled classes and the scheduled tribes. The state can make any special provision by law for advancement of any socially, educationally backward classes in so far as such the special provisions relate to their admission to educational institutions including private educational institutions. Equality in matters of public employment. There shall be equality of opportunity for all citizens in matter of relating to employment or appointment of any office under the state. There are some exceptions to the prohibition of discrimination under Article 16(1). State may reserve some appointment for backward class, that is called as a reservation of the seats. Offices in the religious institutions may be kept reserved for the followers of the religious concern like pandits. Posts in the state services may be kept reserved for the scheduled caste and tribe, SC/ST category or other backward category. Finally, Article 16 forbids the discrimination in matter of the state employment only on grounds stated in the article itself. Abolition of untouchability and titles. Article 17 of the Constitution of India abolishes the practice of untouchability in India. Practice of untouchability is declared as a crime and anyone doing so is punishable by law. Article 18 of the Constitution of India prohibits the state from granting any titles. Citizens of India are not allowed to accept titles from the foreign state. However, honours conferred by the Government of India such as Bharat Ratna, Padma Shri, etc. are not titles but are only recognition of meritorious services to the nation. Rights to constitutional remedies comes under Article 32 to 35.